Hello, this is DF Gaming Review here. I'm gonna do a review in the first half of Fall from Grace. Boy, this was a doozy. Usually when people write movies and scripts, they go and do research and try to research how the law system works. Tyler Perry, no, he just goes off what he thinks, how he thinks the system works. It doesn't work the way you wrote it, Tyler Perry. The Public Defender's Office, okay, I'm gonna get this out of the way. The Public Defender's Office don't need money. Okay, they are paid by the government. That's why it's funded by the government. The government runs the courts. They're not charging your office to go to court, you idiot. That's not how it works. The only thing, the public defender is a public defender for a reason. What do you think they do? They just go in there and they give you a public defender just to go to court, just to do nothing because they can't afford to go to court. Are you fucking retarded? I mean, you supposed to be a so-called Christian. I say so-called. But you can't even get the court system right. That is governing entity you fighting against. And you're supposed to be a Christian. You know you ain't supposed to fight against them. This is dumb. This movie is dumb. Usually in other movies, he doesn't dive too deep into just these ages, and that's probably beneficial for him not to, because he obviously doesn't know what he's talking about. Those that know any how the heck Law and Order gets it more accurate than he does. And it's ridiculous. If they can do it better than he can, and that's a TV sitcom, why can't he get it right? He brags about how much work he does, and he can't even be bothered enough to do research on the very thing he's trying to write for. He can't get it right. This is how the system works. Plea deals, they don't just work out plea deals like a manufacturing company, okay? Public Defender's Office is not where they just make sure they get the plea deal done and get the office and then be done with it. That's not how it works. Heck, they don't even decide that. It's the prosecutor. Oh my goodness. This dude does not know nothing about how the public defender. He can't even get the Public Defender's Office right. What do you think the Public Defender's Office do? They think it's like freaking journalism, like the news reporters, and they just worry about how much money they're making, or they can't run the story. That's not how it works. But the Defender's Office is not how it works. They're trying to give you the best attorney they can possibly get you. Sometimes you end up with a bad one, sometimes you end up with a decent one. The matter is, you're getting what you can afford to pay for. You can't afford a lawyer the court will appoint. It's funded by the freaking government, you freaking idiot. Oh my goodness. The government don't gotta worry about freaking funding to go to a trial. That's not how it works. The court's had enough. What? The only reason for a court-appointed attorney is to go to trial, you idiot. Don't need money for that. Oh, we don't. You have to pay otherwise. I mean, what are you talking about? And I swear, every time you say the word, we ain't got money to go to the trial. And I'm like, man, shut the freak up. You don't even know, what are you talking about? Dude, we can probably finish off played by the government, you idiot. Do some research. You do some freaking research on how the criminal justice system works before you make movies, okay, involving them. The inner workings. Just do some daggone research. Stop being lazy. Stop trying to make these movies in 5 days and do some actual research. I know it's hard to Google. Google can be hard sometimes, but that being going to college and learning the CJ system can be hard at times. Or at least finding somebody who did graduate from criminal justice field and knowing how the criminal justice system actually works could be hard. But it's very beneficial for your movie to play out right. And you can't get the public defender you got one can't figure out whether she's interested in defending her or not. She keeps flip-flopping. The writing is terrible. Writing is horrible. She's like, I'm not interested. I'm done. But really, I'm gonna act like I'm interested. But I'm really interested. But I'm not. I'm done. I don't want to do it. But she flip-flops. So far, we got it that she is guilty of assaulting at Barry. If he in fact died, she is guilty of murder. So technically speaking, it doesn't matter whether he lived or she initially caused the attack. Based from her testimony, she hit him multiple times, so she and threw him down basement. She technically did do it. What else? It don't matter whether the body was there or not. She did technically kill him. The guy who picked the body up and buried it somewhere, if he, like, she didn't murder him. This case is pretty much closed. he murdered the man. I hate to say that I don't blame her for killing him because he was an absolute unrealistic jerk. In the entire movie, no, that ain't no jerk. This is psychopathic. He was a sociopath. This is sociopathic behavior. First, you steal money from her, then you cheat on her in her house, in front of her. I mean, all in a short period of time, though. But even though he knew that she had this done to her before by her ex, so he decided to do the exact same thing. Really, my guy. And every movie, these movies, is the same freaking thing. Angry black chick gets tired of it, kills the husband, and we're where we at now. You can take this movie, change the title to any one of his other movies he made, it'll be the exact same premise. Because every one of his movies are exactly the freaking same. I mean, it gets kind of old after a while and cliche. There's nothing new he brings to the table. It's cliche as all outdoors. People were giving people heat because they have an opinion. The church attacked me because I said criticizing movies the worthy of criticism. They can't get from. My goodness, he's dropping in quality. He's dropping now, man. So we're trying to be SJW. Just write movies. You gotta take your time. Stop rushing through stuff. Movie takes time to make. You do your research before you write something about the criminal justice system. You don't even know how the public defender's office works. You don't even know that it's government funded. It's not funded by volunteers. It's funded by the government. And they getting paid to go to trials. And I wanted to go to that screen and just pimp slap. Boy, if you say they're not getting paid to do something, I'm gonna knock you the hell out. What? Go shut up. You're not getting paid to go to trial. I mean, really? If that's what there'll be no public defenders ever if they had to deal with this dude. Not exist. They quit it right on the spot. So there ain't no way in the world that nobody would work for nobody who keep telling about something or even throw them in jail because we can't afford to go to trial. not a public defender's office works, my boy. Never has. You only do that to guilty people. And plus, she is guilty. So technically speaking, she did do it. It doesn't matter whether she killed him or not. The matter is, hey, she did do it. Unless you're telling me that her whole confession is a lie. She literally hits him with a bat, okay? Multiple times. She literally kills him. We don't know. He didn't walk out there by himself, and no, he didn't walk out that basement by himself. So either one or two things is true. Either he's alive or he's dead. Since he's not breathing, and since he ain't made no phone calls lately, so obviously he's dead. Somebody must have buried him. Let me take it. Just because somebody else buries the body doesn't mean that the person who initially attacked him is guiltless of murder. Okay? She was no angel at all. Okay? You should know they would paint some ridiculous story. Okay? Some stupid story. She did some good things, you know, like everybody does. But she was no angel. She did things outside the book. She was falling from grace long before she killed the man. Long before she assaulted the man, she was falling from grace way before then. She fell from grace the moment she slept with him for marriage. She fell from grace. Well, she fell from grace. She's been falling from grace. It's a shame when the audience picks up on his ridiculous game before she does. I picked up in the game on the first date. Bum knew what he was up. I knew what he was up to from day one. Tyler Perry sucks at subtlety. I knew he wasn't getting with her because he wanted her. He was getting with her because she wanted to possess her. To him, she was a possession. That's it. Nobody goes to an art gallery. No poor person goes to an art gallery. Specific art gallery. That he saw his money ticket. He had some game going. I'm so sick and tired of these movies. It makes good men look bad. It doesn't make bad men look bad. It makes good men look bad. And this is why nobody no alpha male likes. There's some guys that do not like Tyler Perry because they think he's I don't like using that word. He a punk. No, he over glorifies women for the sake of doing so. He barely does anything going out of the way around because we do know women do the exact same thing. Imagine if a man always made movies where the woman was the bad guy. He'd be called a sexist. Oh, that's so sexist. You always bring women as the bad guy and blah. But it's okay to do it the other way around. So disingenuous. But that's beside the point. My second one is everything in this movie. I could probably predict the ending. Probably can. It's gonna end the way every one of his other movies end. She's definitely gonna go to jail. But then again, this is a Tyler Perry film, so she probably get set free on some technicality because it's some retarded nonsense. Even though she is guilty of killing him, guilty of assault, guilty of assault with a deadly weapon, amongst any charges, 2 of these are felonies, and technically speaking, you say, oh, she was crazy, she was out of her mind. Yeah, these things should be taken into consideration. His behavior should have been taken into consideration. How he treated her should be taken into consideration of her sentencing. But the fact of the matter is. And then we gotta deal with the money issue. Killing him didn't solve it. Killing him ain't going to solve a thing, really. Killing him was only going to complicate matter because now you still definitely gotta come up with the money. and he can't give it back to you because he's dead. So everything falls into your lap now. So that was not a dumb thing. He didn't really think about it when making this film. Because now you kill him, everything falls in her lap now. She's definitely on the lam now. Not only she got to come up with that $365,000 that he stole from her job, they can't prosecute him for theft. He dead. And you can't prosecute a dead man. Okay. This could have been resolved quite easy. Well, I won't say it wouldn't be easy, but it could have been resolved. Divorce the man. One, start with a divorce. Then sue him for every single dime he stole from you and your job. Then, after you're sued behind, have him charged with theft. Because technically speaking, what he did was commit grand larceny, which is a high felony. He stole a lot of money from somebody that, okay, he talking about, oh, the money's mine. No, it ain't. You stole it from the bank. Okay, it wasn't even her money. It would be different if it was her money and the only person you were accountable to was her. You stole money from somebody else that you're not married to. Okay, you're not married to the bank. You stole from the bank, my guy. You that law don't apply to theft. This is what Tyler Perry don't know how to write. It does not know how to write properly. What he stole, what he took, did not belong to her. It belonged to the bank. So therefore, he is guilty of grand larceny, which is not protected under community laws. He can't steal from her job and think he can get away with doing such a thing. Wait a minute. What doesn't make sense is, why would she lose her job for taking her own money out the bank? Like, it's not like she stole the bank's money. She stole her own money. You withdraw your own money, $305,000 of your own money out of your account. So that's my money. That makes no sense. He only did this because, imagine the all white men racism. That's put racism in his movie. He gotta put some fake racism in his movie. It don't even make sense. He can't even do it right. He can't even do it right because it don't even make sense. First of all, the bank ain't full of just white people. It's kind of diverse. Thank you very much. I don't understand this concept. Every black man has to have some form of racism in it. It's perpetrating this shallow racism. You know, only racists talk about racism. They cry about racism all the time. They only think about race. Lower level thing. Being colorblind. Oh. Colorblind. Somebody says they're colorblind, but that doesn't mean they don't see color. That means they see past their color, while they're still acknowledging that they're a black man. This is stupid. Everything is stupid. Everything is worthless, meaningless. Everything is worthless. All this arguing over race is worthless. It means nothing in the whole means of things. God created every last one of us, and He expects us all to live together. But we know that it can't be possible. There's evils in the world. But we got to overcome such evils. Not cry about them, but overcome them with love. But I'm not here to preach. I'm here to review A Fall from Grace. Half of the movie, this is the first half. 20 minutes long. There's lots to talk about. This movie sucks. This movie is worse than all of his movies combined. I still have to watch Acrimony. I think I watched part of it and forgot. But technically speaking, we're going to do Acrimony too. So we're going to get to that one too. I barely survived in this one. But technically speaking, Well, let's review before we call it in to be continued. 1. She's guilty of murder. She's and if you're not guilty of she's guilty of murder. If you how it down that many times she hit him that he'd be living. So she did. So she's guilty of murder. Point blank. It don't matter if somebody else moved the body. It don't matter if somebody buried the body someplace in the middle of the woods. She's still guilty. Because she still assaulted him with a baseball bat and killed him and ended his life. The question becomes, did he deserve to die? It don't matter whether he deserved to die. He might not whether he deserved to die. He, in all actuality, he put into motion his own death. Now, he set into motion his own death. He pushed her emotionally out of her mind. His behavior, which no matter how outrageous it is, pushed her to the point of insanity. She's been blacked out. Imagine you losing everything. You bite this weirdo in your house. He just goes about. It goes in part to destroy your entire world. Now, why would anybody steal straight up steal $367,000 straight out? They usually slow burn it. I mean, slow burn. They don't just straight up take $367,000 straight out. Somebody got they gonna make that too damn obvious. No. I mean, that's when I'm talking about bad writing. I don't care how bad of a person you try to paint him to be. The new Wii, he would have taken $367,000 all at once. What are you gonna do with all that? That'd be too obvious. It would be too obvious. Where would he put it at? And next money, he ain't smart. He got caught on camera. Take it out. And why would anybody give? And this is another serious question. Why would the bank okay or authorize such a transaction without the owner of the account present? There, that puts them at the end of the story. 2, because they don't have a shared bank account. It's in her account. They don't have a shared account. That's what makes this movie even more stupider. Because he's trying to play that community property nonsense. It only works if the money was in a shared account, not in her primary account. You stole money from her, dude. It's grand larceny. You stole money from her, and she has legal action, but only because of the kind of very retarded plots that you able to get away with doing such retardedness. Because that's not how it really would work. Because you were going to jail for stealing from somebody, even if it's your spouse. It's like breaking into your own house. It's still illegal. I mean, oh my goodness. This is going to be part 1 of a Fall from Grace review. But speaking, this is dumb. This movie is so dumb. Don't do research. You don't even can't get the public defender's office right. You want us to go talk about going to a trial? You can't even get the freaking public defender's office right. Nah, man, you got this. You got me twisted. Till next time, comment below what you think of Fall from Grace. If you see it, either like it, or if you like, if you like it, that's you. But yeah, I didn't like it. But technically speaking, I'm going to survive the rest of it. It gets get a little bit interesting, but then again, it has his cliche way of telling stories. It starts slow, stupid, and then when it looks like it's gonna get decent, it hits you in the face with another stupid. This movie particularly hit you in the face with another stupid. At least in the other movies, it was consistently interesting. This one just keeps hitting you in the face with all kinds of dumb assery. dumb stuff. Obviously, lack of research. His obvious lack of research is shown out in this movie. His obvious lack of knowledge about how the criminal justice system worked shows in this movie. And until next time, this is DF Gaming. Hit the like and subscribe button down below.